And right now, what I'm
have you lodged the complaints about these people?
I'm lodging a complaint right now.
Oh, okay. You wanted to do that. You haven't notified any Australian police about this?
No, just my own police and Interpol and IC3.
Oh, so you've notified your local police?
Oh, yes.
And Interpol? I'm sure they'll look into the matter appropriately, but are you wanting to lodge a complaint with us as well?
Oh, I'm wanting to lodge a complaint also because I've been investigating this pedophile named John Aster. He's put up a bunch of false defamatory claims about myself all over the internet. And now I've been trying to get Australian police to do something for the last 2 years, and you guys have done nothing. Thus, it's caused harm to children and families by you ignoring this convicted pedophile named John Aster.
So what's your involvement with this guy and the officer?
My involvement is that I weed out and stake out pedophiles on the social media websites. Found one, his name's John Aster, and now I'm leaving it up to you whether or not to do something about this guy, because if something doesn't
like you don't have any personal involvement. You just investigate this stuff over the internet.
There is personal involvement. When he knows that I'm investigating him, and then he decides to put all over the internet that I'm a pedophile, it's astonishing how the Australian government can even allow a pedophile with a state conviction to even use the internet. It's beyond me.
Yeah, but you don't know him personally. It's just that you've investigated him, and then...
Right, I don't know him personally, no.
Sure. Do you just want to hold the line? Are you wanting to make a formal complaint about this officer, or are you wanting to complain about this pedophile?
Both.
Sure. Just hold the line for 1 second. I'm gonna have to chat to one of the sergeants to see if we can help you on this line.
Sure.
What was your name?
John Anderson.
Anderson?
Yes.
And a phone number for you, John?
It's in Canada.
Ah, okay, sure. If you just want to hold the line for 1 second then.
Sure.
I'm just going to have a chat to one of the sergeants.
Okay.
Thank you for calling the Queensland Police Service. We'll be with you in just a moment.
Crime prevention is a community responsibility. By anticipating and recognizing crime risks, we can remove or reduce them.
House break-ins are one of the most common crimes reported, and also one of the easiest to prevent.
How am I doing, Karen?
You're doing awesome. I don't know whether I should say anything. I'm just going to stay quiet until...
Leaving, even if...
Hello?
Hello, Sergeant Postal speaking. How can I help?
Yes, I have some information about a Dave Farley helping out state-convicted pedophile John Aster. They're even making YouTube videos together, helping each other out. Now, I've been making complaints about this convicted pedophile putting up harmful, defamatory content that's been harming families around the world. Now, I'm going to report this stuff, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to you on whether or not you want to do something about it, because it's damaging families, it's damaging myself, it's damaging children by the amount of libel, false, defamatory content that you're allowing this convicted pedophile John Aster, who is a family friend of Dave Farley, to put up around the internet. Now, there's something seriously got to be going on. Now, if Dave Farley is a family friend to the convicted pedophile John Aster, what is going on inside within the Queensland Police Department? There's something seriously going on. Because it's been 3 years that this guy's been attacking us. This pedophile's been getting away with it, putting up lots of libel, defamatory content, calling me a pedophile and stuff like that, damaging my integrity and so on. So I'm leaving this with you, and I just want to hope that you do something about it, because I am also personally, I know about this arrest that happened to International President Pete Geary of Bikers Uniting Against Child Abuse, which was also a setup done by Dave Farley and convicted state pedophile John Aster.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing right now is I'm also recording this call that I'm making to you, because I'm also going to put this out on the internet, and I'm going to expect that you guys are going to do something about this. Because if my police in Canada are actually doing something about it, and then you guys go ahead and you arrest Pete Geary over false claims made by a pedophile, you're blowing popcorn farts that are blowing up, you know, my police's investigation here in Canada. So you kind of screwed up some stuff here for us in Canada. So the Canadian authorities won't be too impressed.
Uh-huh. Okay. What's your name, please?
My name is John Anderson. I host this YouTube show called StolenShow.com, where I expose corruption and stuff along the lines of that. Pedophiles, child abusers. And if I find out that Dave Farley is seriously helping out this pedophile, I'm going to expose him. And I'm in Canada. This is a legal country ground, and I can expose him whatever way seems fit. As long as it's fact, and I know for a fact that Dave Farley's helping out this convicted pedophile named John Aster, he will be exposed, and so will any other officer that is helping and aiding that convicted pedophile.
Wow. Okay, so what can you tell me about this John Aster?
John Aster, he is trying to charge a judge, Judge DeMack, because Judge DeMack considered him as a pedophile right live in the courtroom. Issued
No, I don't want his life history. John, I don't want his life history. I just want you to tell me something about him, as in where he lives, how old he is, something like that.
He lives in Brisbane. I think he's 39 years old. John George Aster.
And what proof do you have that he is in cahoots with a Queensland police officer?
John Aster is blurting about it on the internet, and plus he's also got videos, YouTube videos he's done with Officer Dave Farley.
And how do you identify that?
How do I identify that?
How do you identify this officer?
Well, he identifies himself right in the video. He's a heavy-set male, well-groomed. Looks like he could taste a few flavors of Slim Fast. What are you asking me?
What kind of comment is that meant to me?
What?
What sort of comment was that last bit? I didn't understand it.
He's a hefty gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Well, what sort of disgrace is it when you guys have had 3 years to do something about a pedophile on the internet and you've done nothing? We've been making complaints to you, yet you've still done nothing.
You've lodged complaints with the Queensland Police before, have you?
Holy, do you know how many people have? Several have made complaints against pedophile John Aster, and you guys have ignored them.
The reason I ask is because I have no knowledge of any of these complaints, so that's why I asked.
Okay. Because John Aster seems to be also advertising that he's got the police under his thumb, and he's not a pedophile, but yet I also got a recording from me. I sent a woman into his house in Australia to act like his friend, got him recorded talking about his child porn conviction. And now here he is, like the guy got recorded talking about child porn conviction on a YouTube video getting help from Dave Farley, who's supposed to be helping kids, victims. So how does this make Australian justice, or even the police system, look correct? Tell me, how does that look correct?
Okay, John, I just need some contact details off you. What's your home address, please?
My home address is in British Columbia, Canada.
Okay. What's your actual street address?
3597 Lakeshore Road.
Is Lakeshore one word?
Yes.
And what suburb is that in?
It's not a suburb. I'm right downtown city core. I'm blocks away from my local RCMP police detachment, whom I've also been making complaints about this John Aster and so on. The RCMP, my police have required and asked John Aster to remove the defamatory content. Mr. Aster has refused, now removing IC3.
John, can I keep you on track about the complaint that you're making, please? Okay, so you live at 3957 Lakeshore Road.
That's right.
In British Columbia. What suburb is that?
The town is called Kelowna. Kelowna.
All right, and what's the best phone number to contact you on, John?
I do have an Australian number just for you guys. Area code 07, phone number 3103-0512. That's my number.
All right, so how did you get that number if you're living in Canada?
Like I said, I do a job that busts out pedophiles and stuff on the online internet. I gotta have this kind of technology, sir.
Did you have a contact name in the Canadian police force that is looking at your complaints?
The Canadian police?
Yeah.
What do you want? Did you want their name?
Yeah, just wondering if you have a contact name in the Canadian police.
Oh, geez, there's more than one. There's the whole downtown detachment. They all know me. All of downtown Kelowna detachment. I gotta go in there to hand over some screenshots of pedophile John Aster on Facebook. I've been doing this for the last 2 years. These police are actually doing something to help. But when the national president, Pete Geary, if you ask him, tries to call Queensland police to get help, they didn't help him. The only police that are helping are the Canadian police. So now hopefully after this call is made, that maybe, something's going to happen, because a pedophile just set up national president of Bikers United Against Child Abuse. And you guys are allowing it. You guys seized this guy's computer. You seized the national president of Bikers United Against Child Abuse computer. Like, all because of a whim that a pedophile has made.
Right, so just to confirm that this phone number that you've given me, 310300512, if someone contacts that phone number, they'd be able to get through to you.
That's right, they would, 24/7. It's even rerouted right to my cell phone.
Okay. And your complaint is that someone your name in it, John.
Right, I want this pedophile to stop putting smears all over the internet, and maybe hopefully the police will do something in Australia. Because I'd hate to come down there and start swarming cameras at the police station asking questions. Why didn't you do anything? Why are these families harmed? Why didn't you do anything? You just harmed these families. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, no.
Well, by the system not acting, therefore you're abusing the families just as if the person putting it on the internet. Therefore, the justice system, the police, the Brisbane, Queensland police is just as guilty as the person putting it on.
Okay. What happens with complaints of this nature is that they are passed through to what's called the Professional Practices Manager and also Ethical Standards Command, who are the command within the Queensland Police Service that overviews complaints made against the police. Okay? So at some point the investigators may wish to try and contact you. Have you got an email address that they could use?
I do. It is pirateradio@stolenshow.com.
Pirate Radio.
What was the rest of it? .com.
Yeah, sorry, it's a poor line. Can you repeat the last part?
Stolenshow.com.
Alright. And is it all lowercase?
Yep. So it's all together. It's pirateradio@stolenshow.com. It's the show I do that exposes this kind of corruption. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I'll lodge this complaint on your behalf. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I would really encourage some follow-up in regards to Mr. Pedophile John Aster, if I may. I'd like to get the stuff removed off the internet. I'd like to somehow get it removed because it's harming not only just me, but there's several families out there he's stalking, taking pictures of their children's photos. It's getting sick. So I'm expecting that, if Queensland Police does indeed care about children and families, that they are indeed going to do something about it. That's everything.
That's it, is it? All right, then. Well, thank you very much for your call. As I say, I'll pass this complaint through.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Fucking nerd. Hey, John!